Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Well, wheelchair Rapunzel rebutted twice. She did one YouTube video and then she did Instagram Live, and it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to talk about, but we are going to have to talk about it because we are currently in this drama together. And so let's talk about what she had to say about my interview with Hannah. Let's go. All right, so everybody's mad at Hannah. I'm mad at them for lying. Noah's mad at me for telling the truth. Everybody's super upset. Everybody's pissed. Hannah came on the interview and told her truth, right? She said it how it was. And all wheelchair Rapunzel had to do was literally keep her mouth shut. She could have just said, I don't know, or whatever, just not say anything. But she enjoys the drama. She enjoys being in this and the spotlight. It brings more attention to her. She probably, sells a couple more t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. But what she really did in this whole process was just absolutely admit that Hannah was right about almost everything. Now, there might have been different takes and different views from their perspectives because there are three sides to every story. There's Hannah's side, there's wheelchair Rapunzel's side, and there's the truth, right? And I believe Hannah. When I talked to her initially in our first conversation, I'm like, this girl has no reason to lie. Like, she's not trying to get famous. She's not trying to grow a platform. She's not on TikTok calling her out. She's not making shorts. She doesn't even go on social media, basically. She doesn't know there's a Reddit forum, none of that stuff. She just came on because she was honestly concerned about this child and this dog. And there was a lot of comments, a lot of pushback both ways. There's a lot of support for her. But a lot of people were saying, hey, is this a violation of HIPAA? Is this, she's a caretaker. Could she be sued? Is it non-disclosed? I don't know. It's crazy. We're going to go through it all here because she addresses some of this through her weird caregiver who looks like Cash Me Outside girl. It's really weird with these giant fake eyelashes. You got to stop with the giant fake eyelashes, okay? I can understand getting a subtle fake eyelashes, but when you get eyelashes that look like you could literally fly away, you look ridiculous, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is Alex had this girl basically read off these sheets of paper. This girl wasn't even there for any of this. She doesn't know anything. She had an interaction with Hannah where Hannah told her, get out while you can, which still stands. Get out while you can, okay? Because if you take Alex's track record and all this, how many caregivers has she gone through? And also, it's very telling that it's not really a caregiver she's looking for. It's a personal assistant who also babysits and then also wipes her ass. Okay, so that's really weird to me. We're going to address it all here. Let's go through this and the stories. That's a lot to content. She does do some repetitiveness, but it's really weird that she did this, gets ratioed for it in her own comments, and then did it again on her Instagram stories. And I got it all. So here we go. And they're in the lobby of her apartment building. Weirdo.
Alex, wheelchair Rapunzel, and Selena here. Selena is...
Love the echo. Love it. Echo's my favorite.
My current caregiver, and we're here to talk to you guys kind of about the internet drama that's been going on the Dad Challenge podcast.
The Dad Challenge podcast.
He recently...
Doherty doesn't tell you to say it that way?
He interviewed my former caregiver, Hannah.
There you go. So a lot of people are like, is this girl legit? I had even some people close to me were like, is Hannah legit? Because I have been catfished in the past. And very convincingly so. If you've never seen my video about my catfishing, go watch it. It was insane. She also catfished a bunch of other creators. It was an insane story. And so I obviously try to vet as much as I can. Hannah has receipts. I've seen the receipts. I've got them all. And so I'm like, I would choose to believe her. She knew more things than most people knew. And her just saying that right there you go, everybody. Yes, Hannah's legit because she's coming out and rebutting everything Hannah said. And she admitted Hannah is who she says she is.
And there were a lot of accusations and things that were said and lies and all the drama, so
there's no lies.
We're to unpack it and tell you the facts.
One of the first things that has come to our attention.
Our attention? Yeah. Is it? What's her name? Selena? Serena? Sabrina? No, not your attention. One of the things that come to her attention. You don't even go here. Okay? You don't even go here.
Is about everybody commenting about how Ari has bruising on her kneecaps or on her feet. However, it is not bruising. It is genuinely dirt.
It is not bruising. We're just really dirty. She's just dirty. Again, why is Sabrina or Selena, Soraya, what is she doing here? What are you saying? Why are you here reading off a piece of paper? Again, you don't go here. You had nothing to do with this. It's come to our attention that there's bruises. I have pictures. Not just bruises, cuts. Cuts aren't dirt. Okay? It's not just, again, I mean, kids are kids. Just, if you say, look, it's just a little bit more rough and tumble at our house because I'm in a wheelchair and sometimes the kid is, like, it's, again, that's not against the law. If your kid is accident prone, I didn't even think that Hannah was suggesting that you beat your child. Nothing like that. It's just that it's a little bit probably more unsafe than a standard household. Okay? Because you can't pick her up. You can't watch her. She falls. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's, again, it was just Hannah saying what she saw. She wasn't saying, oh, I think that she's, falling off balconies and stuff. Nothing like that. And so when you rebut stuff that doesn't even matter, okay, but then you're like, well, no, it wasn't. It's just dirt. Our house is super dirty. That's not better. Okay? That's still gross.
From having a wheelchair, being in the house, we do mop every day, sweep every day, make sure the floor is clean every single day. Clean her wheelchair wheels. However, it's inevitable that Ari is going to get some type of little bit of dirt here or there on her knees or on her feet as she is crawling around.
On her eyes? On her cheeks? Yeah. Again, I don't know, it's me speaking out of ignorance, but can you get an indoor wheelchair? I know that those things are probably the same price as a car. Don't forget this woman has 1.2 million followers on TikTok and made tons of money in the past. I don't think it's super far-fetched to believe that she could just get an indoor wheelchair with clean wheels, a little bit safer. I don't know. Again, that's me. I know people there's been a couple people who've reached out to me who have SMA, been educating me on the disability and everything else like that. And I'm just saying it's easy for her to transfer if you have care. I'm just saying if the chair is dirty and disgusting and it's making it hard for your daughter to be clean, then you have to come up with a solution. That's it. That's all there is to it. So what is it?
And it does very easily come off with a baby wipe.
Does not have bruises, as confirmed by DCFS that has been to our house multiple times.
We don't know what DCFS confirmed at all. DCFS might have a file that says, yeah, we did see some bruising, some cutting, blah, blah, it's natural, whatever. We don't know. It's not been as confirmed and thrown away by DCFS. We don't know what the file is. We have no idea. That's not public knowledge. We don't get that. You don't even get it. So when she says that, it's a lie. She doesn't even know what's in the DCFS file.
Taking photos, and yeah, it's dirt from our floors.
Cool, you have dirty floors. Good to know. And your kid crawls around and then sticks her fingers in her mouth, probably gets sick. There's probably dog shit on your wheels, just so you're aware. Because in her Instagram video, you'll see that she's like, I take my dog everywhere in my wheelchair. Okay. I'm just saying, you probably run over some pretty disgusting stuff while traipsing around inside of a dance club. Okay, so I'm just saying, that's not better. All right? Your kids are inherently gross if you don't keep them clean, and you're admitting, and there's pictures of this kid being disgustingly dirty because of you're traipsing your wheels from wherever you go into your home, and then that gets on your child. That's not good either, right? Okay, just checking.
Ari has never, ever once been ran over or even attempted to be ran over.
What? Stay in school, kids. Apparently Hannah was telling me something about this woman, said she was like a pilot too and a nurse, and I don't believe you. But has never been attempted to be ran over? How do you know? And that's a stupid way of saying it, but how do you know? You don't, again, how many times, you don't go here. You don't know anything. By the way, I did reach out to Mikey, and Mikey was sort of interested in coming on. We're talking about it. It's just something I'm struggling with that, I don't know. Maybe I'll say it. But Mikey, apparently, there's some information about Mikey. He said the information is out there. You can go find it. And apparently that's another caregiver. Like, how many caregivers you've gone through that are whistleblowing and have said things about you in the past? All that to say, you don't even go here. Okay? Don't say stupid things. Has never been attempted to. I don't think that wheelchair Rapunzel, that Alex has attempted to run over her child. I don't think that at all. And Hannah admitted, even on their live, she was actually kind of nice to her. She's like, she kind of liked her a lot, was trying to be friends with her, would be really chatty with her and like open up to her about everything. That they seem to have a friendship, right? And I don't think anywhere in that conversation did Hannah ever say anything about her abusing Ari at all. Not, there's no, somebody said, oh, she attempted to run over. Nobody said that. Well, and I don't think that. Actually, Hannah said in our conversations that she absolutely believes that Noah and Alex love their baby. And she's like, yeah, they absolutely love her. But that's the point we were trying to make, is that it's still unsafe. I get that you love your child. I believe that. But your child is still in an unsafe place. And that sucks. It's just the reality of this conversation. It really is. So when they're saying stuff like this, we didn't allude to that. We didn't allude that we thought she's trying to run over her child. That's silly.
Every time that Alex does move and she doesn't have Ari in her like direct sights, she's like, oh, Selena, or oh, Noah, like, is Ari around me? Where's Ari at? Before she even budges an inch, she always makes sure that.
Look at her just nodding next to her. Really weird. After doing, look, and I'm just saying, and if there ever was a situation where this kid has had his fingers run over or whatever, I 100% believe it would have been an accident. I don't think she's trying to do it, but they're trying to be like, oh, where is she? Well, what if Noah's high or drunk somewhere and not around? What if nobody's around? And you ask, do you just stay in one position or do you just attempt to move slowly? Don't forget, she has done TikToks where she's like, yeah, I run over people all the time, and she laughed about it. Don't forget all this stuff, guys. Very important.
Bubba or Ari are not around her in the vicinity of where she's going.
I think the other day, I was like, is she behind me? Is she behind me? Is she behind me? When Selena was like, help me make a smoothie or something. And Selena was like, no, you're good. Like, I'm very, very careful.
You're not very, very careful. You admitted literally publicly multiple times that you run over people all the time. And then you laughed about it. Remember, you said, well, she sometimes alluded to like her doing it on purpose in like clubs. And she's like, oh, I'm disabled, so you can't do anything about it. Like, we've seen those videos. I showed them to you. So, I mean, if she's not behind you, maybe just go forward instead. I don't know. This thing probably has a 0 turn capability. So again, even if you did it by accident, no one's going to judge you for that. But it will add to the absolute conversation that it is even more unsafe for her to be around you, considering you drink a lot. And someone alluded, and I don't know if this is true, that if you are actually driving a motorized wheelchair while drunk, that is driving under the influence. I don't know if that's true or not. Just saying. I'm Googling it. Bicycles that are powered by motors do fall under DUI. Apparently a wheelchair is a vehicle under the definition of Road Traffic Act. That's in Canada. Yeah. A wheelchair is a vehicle under the definition of Road Traffic Act. Yeah. In 2015, a man in Palm Bay was arrested for DUI while riding his motorized wheelchair. It's illegal. There's video of her just doing zoomies around a parking lot while drunk. Okay, it's illegal.
When Ari is on the floor and she's not in an enclosed space, Barry.
Bubba, who is Alex's 6-year-old chihuahua, is very...
Why Bubba? I thought it was Cairo.
Very well taken care of. He goes out throughout the day as many times as he needs to.
No. According to Hannah, the dog went out once in the morning, once at night. So they're just saying what they want. It's like, again, again, there's two sides of the story. They're telling their side. If they say it goes out multiple times, okay. That's not in Hannah's experience.
He walk every day, gets fed every day, water, gets cuddled, played with. Every time I walk in, he's cuddled up next to Alex while she's sleeping. So I don't think there's any neglect on... Alex's face is pissing me off here because she's like, see? Cerebral is saying it, so it clearly it's true. No! She has no credibility here. None whatsoever. Just because she's saying it doesn't mean it's true. What? Animal at all. He's very happy, very content, cutest little guy.
I don't like Cash Me Inside girl. I'm going to call her Cash Me Inside.
Hannah was working for me. She would essentially say, hey, I think Bubba needs to...
What'd you cut?
...go out. And she would be like, Alex, I really think he needs to go out, because he would paw at her when he wants attention. I was wrong. Anyone that has chihuahuas knows that these dogs eat up attention.
Oh, do they eat up attention? So stupid.
She struggled a lot with Alex's care, for example, putting her pants on, getting her in the shower, getting her off or on the toilet. So she would love to use, from what I was told, she would like to use Bubba as an excuse.
From what I was told. By who? Why are you saying it like this? From what I was told from her, who's sitting next to you? Why couldn't she just say it then? Seriously, why couldn't she just say it herself? From what I was told.
Where Alex has to go to the bathroom right now, and she goes, Noah, can you put Alex on the toilet? I'm going to take Bubba outside. Because she just knows.
Isn't that Noah's job too, though?
was that she personally struggles with whatever the task was at hand.
Yeah.
Maybe let
They're doing a lot of cuts here.
Noah take the dog out for the walk while you're doing the care for Alex.
Well, maybe Noah didn't take the dog out for a walk, and that's why Hannah was like, okay, let's do this, because Noah was clearly not doing it. She was obviously worried for this dog and wanted to make sure the dog's taken care of too. But look at Alex's face. Maybe let Noah. Well, Noah probably didn't do it either.
Ari's birthday party, from what I was told, Hannah's main job during the birthday party was to watch Ari, that Alex was in charge of greeting the guests, doing
Alex was in charge of greeting guests. Remember that.
whatever she had to attend to the party.
I'm going to show you a receipt here. This is what the outside looks like. Did you find it? Yes, I have it. I'm on the bakeries behind the bus station. That's why I couldn't find it. Cairo literally jumped in the car, blah, blah, blah. He literally loves car rides. Okay, and for today, this is from Alex. If you can, please focus on taking a ton of photos and videos that are good quality, as well as just keeping everything organized as guests arrive. Obviously, I want you to have fun and enjoy it as well. I am so excited. Is there anything in that little blurb that says you are basically in charge of Ari? Anything in there? You guys read it from yourself? Read it for yourself. There's a receipt for you. That's a lie. Let's hear what they just said. Ready?
Hannah's main job during the birthday party was to watch Ari, that Alex was in charge of greeting the guests, doing whatever she had to attend to the party, do this, do that, as long with Noah. And she was hired to come to the party just to pretty much keep an eye on Ari so that the adults could adult. And,
What do you mean adults could adult? This is a children's birthday party. What is she saying? What does she mean? So, in the text message, it says nothing about watching Ari, by the way. Zero. And she's going to claim it in the Instagram video too. She's like, oh, it was only her job to watch Ari. You just saw the text message. There's the receipt you need. Anything else? And all adult can adult. So, you're in charge of watching the kids so we get drunk. Basically what they're saying there. Super cool.
I was told that during that party,
Again, stop saying I was told when the person who told you was right next to you.
that Ari had choked on a little piece of gold confetti that was on the ground for her party, and that Noah's sister's friend had been the one to come up to Alex and let her know that Ari was choking on something.
Okay, Hannah didn't say that Hannah was the one who found it. Hannah was just saying this is what happened, and you're confirming it, which thank you. But Hannah didn't say it was like Hannah who saved the baby. Nothing like that. They're alluding to that.
And when they did look for Hannah, she was mingling with Alex's friends and family, as well as not watching over Ari.
Okay, cool. Because let's go back to the text message. As well as keeping everything organized as guests arrive. Obviously, I want you to have fun and enjoy it as well. Those are literally the instructions. You know what instruction is not in the instructions? Watching Ari. Your main job is to watch Ari. Doesn't say that in there. So don't lie. Stop lying.
Or Alex, which were two people to keep in sight throughout the entire time of the party. So I'm very confused why she is accusing Alex.
I can see why you're confused. Your brain doesn't work. Yeah. Maybe you should have gotten a, brain extension instead of eyelash extensions.
Of letting her child choke on a confetti when she was hired help at the party, getting paid at a party.
Yeah, and her directions were nothing to do with Ari. They were to take tons of photos and videos, enjoy yourself too, and make sure everything's organized. That's what the job was. And that's what she did, by the way.
To watch over Ari.
Nope.
On Saturday, March 9th was her birthday party. And Hannah was let go Monday, March 11th, because she wasn't able to take care of Alex, nor was she able to take care of the baby.
We have all those text messages too. Yeah. And what she said she was fired for was a breach of contract, but as you'll find out, and Alex will admit, there was no contract to breach. So, nothing was signed. She's an idiot.
That kind of just showed the time.
And the entire party, basically Hannah's role was to look after Ari, and I did have her take some photos, and the photos were not good, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, no, you didn't say take care of Ari in your text messages at all. None of it. Again, they keep lying. They keep focusing on this point where we can go back to the receipt, and she's all mad that the photos and videos weren't good. again, this is an expectation of somebody who's supposed to just literally take care of you and your child. That's it. And then you change the rules. You said when you come, after bringing this cake and doing these things that you're really not hired to do, I need you now to be my social media creator. I need you to take good video, good photo. And there is not a lot of stuff on the internet, probably because it wasn't good enough for her thing. And she's mad about that. It sounds like she fired this girl because she wasn't good enough at creating content too, which isn't in the job description, by the way. And there's reason probably why she doesn't hire legit caretakers, because legit caretakers probably don't put up with that crap. They're like, look, this is what I do. I'm not here to take pictures of your ass for OnlyFans, okay? Not happening. And so she probably, and she pays them cash too, which is illegal, because how is she writing that off? Right? And Hannah, all these caretakers taking cash, are they going to their tax and doing their taxes properly? That's interesting, right? I'm sure Hannah does because she's a straight edge person. But I'm telling you, everything doesn't work this way because she doesn't hire professionals to do exactly what they're supposed to do. She needs a personal assistant. That's what she needs. And when they get the job, she changes the parameters. And when they're not good enough at those, and when they're not good enough at doing those things that she's changed, she then fires them. That's not cool. Hannah wasn't hired to be a social media creator. She was hired, again, to help you. Help your dog, help your child, help you. And you said those things, and then you changed it. So forgive Hannah for being a little confused, right? Can we give her a little leeway on that?
The majority of the party, she was sitting at this chair right here. We had a party in the same room.
Yeah, I want you to have fun, enjoy it. Okay.
And talking to my family and friends.
Per your instructions, which were, and I'm sorry I keep showing you this, I want you to have fun and enjoy it as well. Those are your instructions.
And after she had left, my family...
So it also sounds like you want her to read your mind, which is a bad employer. I've had lots of employers in my time, okay? And the worst ones were always the ones who were just like, why didn't you do this thing that I expect you to do? Well, you didn't tell me. First of all, I hate when people do that. You can't read someone's mind, and she expects them to be good at everything when that's not what they signed up for, and then read her mind.
Friends came to me saying, hey Alex, we're very concerned about this girl that you have hired to take care of you and your baby. She was talking badly about you, discussing private details about your life.
So she's saying at this party, Hannah was discussing private details about your life. Your life that you discuss your private details online to millions of strangers? That life that you saying? Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
Which I had expressed to her, please keep my life confidential. I have a public presence.
Keep my life confidential. Says the creator who literally shows her ass on the internet. Okay. And then so here's the text message. And obviously now you know I do have a public presence, so I do require you to sign a non-disclosure agreement upon employment. If you do not know what that is, it basically means that whatever happened in my house and our interactions need to stay private. I'm the type of person who likes to keep one's business private and confidential, so I'm fine with signing that agreement. It's just not other people's business, my opinion. Exactly. I'm also a full-time creator and I need help filming content. You do not need a background in it, but I will need your help filming and taking photos. And I love cooking. I love taking cute photos and cooking, but the filming you can teach me. So in this conversation, she says, you know, Hannah obviously has no idea what she's getting into, right? And things can change. Hannah was upset that that Alex was throwing her under the bus in some content about where's the other caretaker, this and that. And so she just got upset that she was being lied to, and that the interaction she had with Cash Me Inside Girl didn't sit well with her. And she just decided, hey, I can't let this go. I need to contact the proper authorities and I need to whistleblow. That's what she did. Love it or hate it, that's what she decided to do because things changed for her. She didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement. She didn't know what was in the non-disclosure agreement. Anyway, you could have said a million things in there, but she didn't sign it because you didn't present it to her because you're lazy. You also didn't present her with a employment contract. She didn't sign anything. And when you fired her in the text message, which I have here, you basically alluded to that you breached contract. And if there's no contract, you didn't breach anything.
Be able to trust you.
As well as they do have a verbal confidentiality agreement, and there are texts to prove that, and she will be taking legal steps soon here.
Cool. Enjoy your legal steps.
Just so you guys know that when you do have a legal verbal confidentiality agreement with somebody, it is legally binding, and especially if there are text message proofs confirming your confidentiality agreement, that is legally binding.
Well, I guess we'll see what the lawyers say.
As a disabled person, I have to let people in my house to help me with my own care, plus with Ari's care, and the fact.
So let me get this straight. You need a full-time caregiver just for you. Ari needs a full-time caregiver just for her, and you want this person to come in from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and give you guys full-time care within that amount of time. Makes sense. And pay them what you paid them. That's a $70 an hour job here in Canada. Okay? You're paying them what, $20 an hour cash? Doesn't make any sense. Okay? Your expectations are astronomical. And you found this person on Craigslist, and you didn't do a background check, vulnerable sector check. They're working with children. You didn't do any checks, no police record, nothing? That seems a little bit crazy, a little bit sus. Does Cash Me Inside Girl have a record? You don't know because you didn't do a background check probably.
She didn't kind of respect me enough to keep my life confidential, and she's going online saying all these horrendous things about me and my family.
No. She's telling you the truth. She's telling you her truth.
Just legal action will be taken.
Good. Let's see how that goes for you.
Some high nooners in the morning. I've never seen it personally.
Oh, you've been there for a month.
I work here 7 days a week, 9 to whenever usually, 1, 2, 3, 4. If she needs me at nighttime, I'm also on call, so. But
look at her. We know that you're an alcoholic, Alex. You show us in your content that you have an alcohol problem. So stop laughing. Where do you think Hannah? Do you think Hannah just made that up in thin air?
I have never once seen her have a high noon in the morning.
Oh yeah, she said in the video, Hannah said, I figure out all of her drinks. All my caregivers know this about me. My previous caregivers, I plan to have a Nina on here. They leave me out a smoothie, but you
Her voice, I just, you know?
You could run it up.
Smoothie usually, a water, an orange.
Why is she laughing? It's not funny. Alex, you've been accused of something pretty big, and we see in your content, in your life, that you do drink. That's not far-fetched to believe that you likely have drinks during the day, too. Again, why would Hannah make that up?
Juice occasionally, maybe a little
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Coffee's a big one. There's always a coffee.
Okay, thank you.
But never a high noon.
Why are you laughing, Alex? It's not funny.
The only time I have seen her like actively drink or go out is when Ari is in the care of myself or Noah, and Alex
They need a cut there.
goes out and has fun. And also,
And Selena and I have gone to the club.
Yes.
I've been out to the club 2 times since I moved down here.
No, you haven't.
One at Chemistry, and then another at Swag.
but I am with her at all times.
So, since I've moved out here, she's only been to the club twice. And that's since Serena has been here. So she just told you guys that she's only been to the club twice since she's moved to Florida. And that just happened to be in the last month. And we're expected to believe her. I don't believe you.
She has to go to the bathroom. She needs help coming home.
And it's not just a club. People aren't just saying you go to clubs. You go to restaurants and get drunk all the time. That's what we're saying. It's not just clubs. And the fact that she's focusing on clubs, that tells you a lot.
Absolutely anything she could possibly need. And when she does get home, Noah is always awake. The
No, he's not.
baby is always sleeping. It's always.
How do you know? You're not there. Eyelashes? You're not there. You can't even see if you were there. Your eyelashes are too big.
She's always okay. That's 2 times since she's moved here that she has gone out at all.
You're a what? What? You're such a liar.
Drinking, partying, any of the above.
Because you can be a mom and still have a social life.
You can be. I hate this. It's like it's all they justify. You can be a mom and have a social life. Yeah, we're talking about clubbing and drinking all the time. Yeah, you can be a mom and do that, but you're a bad mom. Sorry. I know it might piss a lot of people off who do that. And you can find in the comments, especially my comments, people are like, I don't like when you commented on their drinking and smoking in the house. It's because you do it. Like most people who are parents, they forego that party lifestyle now when you become parents. Now, not completely. I'm not saying you shouldn't go out and have a good time once in a while, but you do it a lot. Okay? Because you are That's what you do. You think you deserve it. And it's like your whole kind of, disabled girls can get down and funky and have sex too. Okay? So we get it. But no one is saying you're not allowed to have fun. I hate when they say this. And it's only people who struggle with this. It's people who do this all the time. We're like, what? I'm not allowed to have fun anymore? Yeah, that's what we're saying. Not allowed to have fun anymore. No fun anymore. Jackasses.
Ari is permanently all the time with Alex and Noah in their apartment here. She does not go to her grandparents' house because there's nobody to watch her or stuff happens. There's always somebody here to watch her, whether it's me, Noah, another caregiver. She does, however, go to her grandparents to visit, see them like normal babies do.
Somebody told me that.
Noah right now does not have a job, so he is in the house 24/7.
That sounds healthy.
Regardless if I am there or not, he is still in the house 24/7. So
yeah, but he's a douche. So I wouldn't trust that dude with not my dog, that's for sure. I would not trust that dude with anybody. Just based on the conversation I've had with this guy, I wouldn't trust him near anybody. There's something wrong. That guy is off the rails, okay? There's something wrong with that guy. And you think it's safe for him to be there? Okay.
So, say in the morning, I'm giving Alex a shower, taking care of her, just doing her little routine. Noah is with Ari. So Ari is never just like left to be alone, fend for herself. Ever.
Yeah. I don't believe you.
And let's clarify that I am never alone with Ari.
The echo and then the frequencies of her voice just...
Yeah, that's another thing that is also said.
Okay, so that's interesting. She's like, I am never alone with my child ever. Okay. Thanks for admitting it. Which means also that you cannot be left alone with your child ever. So what happens if Noah, for whatever reason, takes the wrong drug one day and he dies of an overdose, fentanyl or something like that? And God forbid, I don't want that to happen. Okay? But it is within the realm of possibility with people who use drugs. Okay? Let's say he just gets upset with you one day, doesn't want to be around you anymore because you guys have a big giant fight and he leaves. Okay? Because that's also within the realm of possibility. You are admitting right here, this child cannot be left alone with you. And that's pretty scary. And I know you can call a caregiver and all that stuff, but what if a caregiver is not available? What if you can't get a hold of them? Okay? You live a very turbulent lifestyle and you have very turbulent people around you. And you rely a lot on people. And a lot of those people are dickheads. So I'm just saying, it's not within the realm of possibility this child could potentially be put in a lot of danger. And you physically could never just be with your child ever for the rest of her life. Because you cannot do anything because of your disability. And that's not a dig against you. That is just the reality that you live in.
She is never left alone with Ari, whether Ari is in her room sleeping, here, there, she's not alone with her.
I'm a disabled mom, and I'm an advocate for obviously disabled people, but I know...
Also, I've had a lot of people reach out to me with SMA, and they all say the same thing, basically. And even if they're, like, against me, they all say this. She became this, like, self-proclaimed advocate for SMA, and all of them are like, she doesn't go here. That's what they say to me. That's what they all say. We don't claim her. She's not our advocate. They say she does it all wrong. If you're going to be a responsible advocate for something, maybe don't live a party-ass lifestyle. How about that? Don't be zooming around the parking lot after brunch with the girls. Hey? How about that? You know? How about not clapping back and making crazy content about tuna towels? You think that's a good advocate for that lifestyle? Talking about having sex and coming in vaginas? Like, and making songs about it? You think that's a good advocate for that? Great. That's why no one claims you, Alex. No one wants you to be their advocate. I'm getting messages from Hannah here too, because I'm just asking her as we talk. And basically, Alex couldn't pay her rent on a Friday because we were talking about being paid weekly. And she had to ask for extension on her rent because she didn't have the $4,000 because she spent it all on her daughter's birthday party and paid me 5 days late because of it. I'm going to try to blank out the eyes here of Ari, but she's just sending me pictures. That is not dirt from a floor. Okay? And again, babies hurt themselves. That is not dirt from a floor. Right? It's not.
That obviously Ari is young, and at this point in her life, I can't do her care. I know that. I can't change it.
At no point in your life will you be able to do her care.
I can't feed her by myself.
You can't feed her by yourself, and yet if you go to her Instagram, she's got multiple photos and videos of her feeding this baby by herself and saying, like, I'm going to show you the content. Where is it? It's on her TikTok, maybe. Oh, there's a vibrator. That's nice. Oh, look, feeding her by myself. Feeding her by yourself. Here's another one. Accessibility, disabled mom hashtags. She did herself up to do this content and forced her caregiver to take the picture of this. This kid is like, what are you doing? You're doing it wrong. So I don't want to hear it. Like, there's so many receipts of her lies. It's crazy. Like, and very accessible, very easy to find.
And I would never put her livelihood in danger. She is always with me, with someone else.
She always
Yeah.
has an able body there to help her out.
Always.
Someone told you that? I was let known that.
A lot of accusations about Ari always having bruises or scratches
You already covered this.
here or there. At the moment, and since I have started working, she has had 0 bruises, 0 scratches.
Okay. How does that negate that there was bruises and scratches that we just saw anyway? What is this? Kind of like these people suck ass. Like having a conversation with these people like is so frustrating because like, as since I've been working for a month, there has been no okay. So there was before.
Absolutely 0 problems.
No, it's
I am being paid to say this. Don't forget, this is her person who's being paid right now to sit down and say these things.
where I had to do the struggles with his mental health. So my mom came in, helped me with me and Ari, and during that time, no was getting care. Eventually, he was cleared by physicians. Obviously, all you guys know, Noah struggles with mental health issues.
Okay.
And that's nothing to be ashamed about. So my mom came.
It is if you're violent inside the home. Yeah, that's something to be careful with.
And then my mom was mad about his behaviors and about
Just behaviors, eh? See, notice how she leaves some things out. Just behaviors?
his
Choices. See what she's saying there? You got to read between the lines.
So when Noah eventually came back, she was very upset. She had a glass of wine, and
Just one, eh?
me and Noah came back to the house,
No one, I.
and she slapped him in the face because she was upset with him, rightfully so.
Oh, it's okay if it's rightfully so. Violence is okay if she's mad. Are you serious right now? And again, one more thing. Now you kind of really, really do have to take what Hannah says. And you kind of got to believe everything because all the things that she's saying, that Hannah said, she's just reiterating, yep, it's true. All those things are basically true. Except for the ones that make her look bad. But if it makes her mom look bad, no problem. Well, she was right to hit him because she was mad. What?
We had a very long talk, and that was when my mom flew home.
We just talk about this, like, Alex making food ordeal for a second, though.
I can't. You look like a weird doll that's in a horror movie.
Okay.
I think it's
You
hilarious.
guys see her, right?
They're like,
She
you
is...
gotta cook because you're disabled, man.
That's not what we... You can't cook because you're disabled, loser. That's not what anybody said. What we said is you fake your content. You have them do everything for you, and then you take the credit for it in your video, which is exactly what you do. So spare us.
She cooks to the best of her ability.
Okay. And the best of her ability is she can't cook. So she doesn't cook. What are you saying right now? No.
Obviously, she cannot cut vegetables.
She cooks to the best of her ability. Obviously, she can't cook at all. So she can't do anything. Are you hearing this?
Obviously, she cannot grab something way up here in the fridge. However, she does tell you how she wants it, what she wants in there, what
Yeah, that's what we said. That's literally what we said.
to add in it. She texts it.
And takes credit for it on her social media platform while people make fun of her for it. That's exactly what we said. Again, were you sure you wanted to make this video?
As well as she can mix, and as well as her wheelchair.
Stop saying as well as.
I don't know if you guys know this, it goes up and down. So she can raise it up and be able to go in front of the stove and mix the food.
She doesn't, though.
Just because she
Cheers, going up in the gut.
Can't do every single step of it doesn't necessarily mean that she's not the person who wanted to make it is.
Just because she doesn't do any of it doesn't mean she wasn't the person who wanted to. So let her take the credit for it. Oh my gosh.
Making it.
This girl is a dumbass. A hardcore dumbass. You're an idiot. You donut.
Like boasting about it. It's all her. It's never Noah or a caregiver or
I love you.
I'm just doing what
I love you. I met you on the internet. I didn't do a background. This woman could be a serial killer for all you know. But you won't know because you won't do a background check.
I'm told to do. Chop some celery, okay.
Okay. Catch me in this celery.
And there were boxes in my apartment. One of them had a knife set in it. So essentially this box was in the corner of my apartment. Ari did not have any access.
Oh, she's saying the knife was in a box? No. This was a freestanding knife. The free range knife, if you will. She's like, oh, I bought one from Amazon. It was in a box on the floor. No. It was a knife in a blanket on the floor. Don't lie. She's lying.
Do it at all. And then when Hannah finally decided to help me like unpack that area of my apartment, she saw the knife and took that story and I guess ran with it.
You're just like brushing it off that there was a massive knife that your child could have got their hands on. You're just like, yeah, it is one of these. No.
Just so you guys do know, their DCFS case on Alex is completely closed.
What, we're just gonna take your word for it? Someone tell you that? You don't go here. What are you? How? The audacity of this. What are you wearing? The audacity to sit there and say, well, okay, like it's totally, like you know anything about the DCFS. Alex doesn't even know.
They are more than welcome to stop by whenever, as they have stopped by, taken pictures of Ari.
They took in pictures, did they?
Verified she's doing well.
You're a pilot and a nurse? Tooken?
She's fed, she's taken care of, she's clean. Yeah, so there's not currently an open case.
You don't know that.
She's already in contact with DCFS, just letting them know everything that's going on.
No, she's not. Remember she did a video and she's super pissed and she's like, a lawyer told me I didn't have to talk to DCFS, and she was all pretty high about that. She's like, yeah, I don't know. Now you call them, hey, just letting you guys know. Found a knife on the floor.
Everything. Yeah. So there's no
Doubt. Lots of doubt.
active or open case. There's no charges pending on taking Ari away or her living with her grandparents. All of that is false accusations.
We didn't make the accusation. But oh, cool. That's you. You're the one who came on the friggin' video and told everybody the DCFS case. Hannah and I didn't say there's absolutely an open active DCFS. We didn't say any of that. What are you saying right now?
I write a book on this.
Me personally, so for Alex's care, you have to shower her, put her clothes on, shirt, pants.
Thank God you weren't pants here.
In the video that we had watched on the Dad podcast, he had mentioned about why was Alex without pants when they had gone out, like her and Hannah.
Yeah. Can we just be real here? If you're going to go out, put it in your plans, in your preparation. Like, she does her makeup very well. Her hair gets done nice. You know when she's going out. She looks presentable. She does it. But in that whole, get ready with me, can't put some pants on? Like, let's be real. If you're going to go out and party, just make a commitment to wear pants. That's really not that hard.
And she was just trying to say that it's hard to put them on, blah, blah, blah. It takes maybe a minute, maybe two.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
Pull them up.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But it's not hard to do, and Hannah would take...
She couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. I highly doubt that. And if she couldn't, why can't you just tell her how to? Because I'm sure it's not that difficult. Really can't be that difficult. Yeah, Hannah just said, I got them on just fine. If you see her go out and you see the amount of work she puts in her makeup and everything else, and you don't put pants, I can't do it. Like, what if I did that? Okay, I'd be in jail.
It was even, she took 15, like she couldn't do it.
She took 15, she couldn't do it? Which one was it? She took 15 or she couldn't do it? Which one is it?
I know when to do it.
So, say she's alone with just Hannah, and she needs her pants on.
Mm-hmm.
How is that going to work?
I don't know. She just puts pants on, and Hannah just admitted to me I got them on just fine. So I think I'm going to side with Hannah on this one. Because so far I've called you guys out about 10 lies. So I'm going to go ahead and just, safely err on the side of normalcy and common sense and say it's probably not that hard to put pants on you.
And thank God Noah is a stay-at-home dad.
Just like the lint comment, she knows I have my own home. I know how to change a lint filter. Noah and Alex put detergent on top of the clothes. They didn't even know a square on the side is what you pull out the cart to put the detergent to teach them that. I guess I haven't gotten to that part yet.
So he's there 24/7. So whenever Hannah needed help inside the house, she would request for Noah to do it.
Well, that's what he was there for, and you admitted that's what he's there for too. So you use him too. So is there a problem with that now? All of a sudden, it's only a problem when Hannah needs Noah's help, not when you need his help, though. Got it. Cool beans.
So she was getting paid so-and-so amount, which we won't disclose, but she was getting paid.
Why? She disclosed on the Instagram.
That amount to essentially take care of Alex and Ari, or Ari, whoever she could at the time, because Noah's also in the
full-time care of 2 people for a piddly amount, by the way.
House helping, and she couldn't do the job. She struggled lifting her, she struggled putting her pants on, she struggled in general.
You know what? I'd probably have PTSD too if I got pissed on. So let's just be real.
Seemed like.
Compared to having Selena now, it was such a breath of fresh air. Like, Selena just knows how to,
Sabrina doesn't know anything.
do what the household needs, do what Ari needs, do what I need, without me having to, walk her through every step of the way. I remember,
So, sorry, Hannah needed a little bit more training because she has ADHD. Sorry! You expect her to apologize for that? And then you change the freaking parameters. You know this woman has ADHD, and then if you change something if a person with, I have ADHD, okay? If I know what's coming, I'm ready to go. I know I can pivot on the fly, right? I'm good at that stuff, but not everybody is good at that. Some people who have ADHD, that's actually very detrimental to their life. You can't just pivot and change. If you got a plan, you're ready to go at it, and then you change it last minute like you did, that can be detrimental.
and I didn't even.
And training is very important for people with ADHD, especially hands-on, watch me do this type of training. Can't just be read it and do it. Some people can, but it's really, really difficult for people who have ADHD to read something and just totally be good at it. That's just the way it is. That's the reality of it.
How to take the lint out of a dryer, and I'm very, very understanding of people and willing to train them, but that she didn't even know simple tasks like that.
Okay, so this is what Hannah's really mad about. She's mad about this comment that couldn't take the lint out. Just like the lint comment, she knows I have my own home. I know how to change a lint filter. Noah and Alex put detergent on top of the clothes, which you can do, but there is a little drawer, right? They didn't even know the square on the side is what you pull out the cart to put the detergent. Can't believe she said it's my fault in the vid that Ari choked because I wasn't paying attention. I busted my ass that day taking photos, bring up a dozen guests one by one, bring up all the food, cooking and cleaning everything like I did everything. And because Alex told her to do that, make sure everything's, in order and ready to go. And she did that stuff. Hannah has a right to be pissed about that. And the lint dryer. By the way, save your lint. It's good for fire starter.
But one of the main reasons she eventually obviously got fired was because she struggled with Alex's care. And even after she did struggle with
They say one of the main reasons, which alludes that there are other reasons.
Alex's care, Noah kind of took over Alex's care and told Hannah to just watch Ari. Take over Ari's care.
So what's wrong with that?
I had gone downstairs.
So it sounds like you guys made an agreement and you stuck to it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Grabbed this key from this prior caregiver. I had no knowledge of who she was, what was going on, anything. I was just told, grab the key from her, make sure everything's okay. While I was down there, number one, she walked in, I was like, Hannah? Very friendly, nice, genuine. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
She immediately gave me probably the dirtiest look I've had in my entire existence and said, where is Noah? I was expecting Noah.
Okay. They're pissed. They're in a fight right now. They're all angry with each other. So you expect her to just be happy and oh, here you go, like your eyelashes.
To talk to Noah. And I said, oh, well, they sent me down here. And she immediately starts going, are you her new caregiver? Are you her new caregiver? And I was really I
don't believe you.
In that moment, a little bit frightened because I'm 5 feet, pretty short, pretty tiny. She's a lot bigger than me, and she was very angry, very aggressive about just the
I don't believe you.
whole situation, and I don't like know why, but she
No one believes you.
started coming after me, asking me questions, and I had lied to her and told her like, no, I'm just a family friend. Like,
So you lied. You're a liar. Thanks for telling us.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
I was told you're a liar.
And she proceeded to tell me that Alex is the devil reincarnated. Noah
Alex said she was the devil reincarnated, so. Hannah's just going by what Alex said.
is a drug addict who she's never seen off drugs. Alex, she's never seen not drunk. She's drunk 24/7 hours a day. She told me when I walk inside that to keep an eye out because there are knives plastered and hidden all over their floor.
I do not believe that she said any of this.
Keep an eye
But
out
that's hilarious.
for that. As well as
There was a knife on the floor, though. You gotta give her that.
I continued explaining to her like, hi, hey, I'm just a friend, like I'm a pilot, I have nothing to do with like her care, and she proceeded to look me up, bend down, and told me, you are not a pilot, shut your face.
Maybe she's just a little bit straightforward. You aren't a pilot. You don't look like a pilot. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do.
And then afterwards, she proceeded to tell
Why is that the lie that you made? Like, you could have said anything. Look, I'm just a friend. I live 2 floors above. You never see me. You could have said anything. Better lies than I'm a pilot? You kidding me right now? You're wearing this? I'm a pilot. I don't believe you're a pilot. That's the weirdest lie. And I'm saying that from now on. If someone like in my friends group, if I go out and like I'm at parent teacher meeting, someone asks me, I'm a pilot. I'm just going to tell them I'm a pilot. I want to see what they say.
me how she's
Yeah, I'm a pilot. Oh, cool. Where for what? The airplanes industry. I fly airplanes for pilots, for industries.
calling Child Protective Services on them, that they are unfit to be parents, that this, that. Eventually, I get the key back from her because she's like holding it from me. I get the key back after they pay her for her time, which was kind of
That was the agreement, though. And Alex was scared she wasn't going to get paid. And so that's the only leverage she had. I need to get paid because I don't believe you're going to pay me. And she had right to believe that because she was late being paid a lot.
reasonable because here at this job we have like, it's like bi-weekly you get paid. So she got paid way ahead of time, which is fine, I guess, because she was fired.
That was the agreement that they had. So shut your hole.
Like, you want your money now? That's fine. So she held the key away from me, like dangling it until they paid her. She
That's not reasonable. That's totally reasonable for her to do that.
finally hands me the key and tells me like she's calling this person, and she called Child Protective Services and lets me know on my way to the elevator. I'm walking, she's screaming this whole time too. We're just in
Yeah, I'm sure she's screaming.
the downstairs lobby and she's just shouting at me, this, that. And we're down there, and on my way to the elevator, she's like, what did she say? Because low-key was embarrassing because a bunch of people heard it and
She
were
was like, get out while you can.
yeah, she was
Hey, she's just giving you fair warning. Because do you think this woman's going to last in this position? Do you think? Again, look at her track record.
like, get out while you can. And the guy
You should be thanking her for warning you.
on the elevator was like, get out while you can. That sounds like a horror movie. And
I think he was looking at your eyelashes.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just started working here. This is my second day. I guess she
I
couldn't
thought you were a pilot, though.
handle
Does she have an airplane or is that a cross? Maybe she is a pilot. There's an airplane on her necklace.
watching a 1-year-old child.
Maybe she like flies Cessnas or something. Like she's not like she's not a commercial pilot. Maybe she's like a little private flyer, you know? Little Cessnas.
And I just
I could fly a Cessna. How hard could it be?
proceeded to walk back upstairs. But like for me personally, like it's my second day at a job. I don't know anything about anybody or anything. It was very frightening for me to even go back
You're gonna be okay.
upstairs to their apartment with everything like that she had told me about them. And then now that I've worked here for like a little over a month now, I think.
Whoa, your tenure is
none
impressive.
of it is true. I think
You don't know anything that's true. Why would you? Okay, you're getting paid to say this. So we can't believe anything you say. None of it's true. Okay, you're getting paid.
she was very upset because she did get fired kind of abruptly, as well as from what I've been told, she has a lot of financial issues.
Why do you need to say that here? I mean, I guess it's your rebuttal. Okay.
Yes.
And so you think that you're going to be cooler by saying this? You're going to call out someone's financial struggles and you're like, see, financial struggles. And people are going to be like, yeah, you get her, queen.
She does.
Okay. A lot of people have financial struggles. You live in this world right now?
But
You have financial struggles, Alex. Which is hilarious. You say you're going to get lawyers involved. You know how much it's going to cost to sue for defamation? Which she'll lose on, by the way. She won't win. Because there's no contract signed whatsoever. The parameters changed all the time. Can't expect her to sign something and be like, well, I don't know what the parameters were going to be because she kept changing them.
And I pay her weekly. And I said, with the way my payments work, I can't pay you weekly.
But then you did pay her weekly, so this is a moot point.
I said, for every caregiver I've been hiring since I was 18, I pay you guys on the 16th and the 1st.
I told her what had happened, everything with Hannah. She was in shock because she genuinely just couldn't believe that, like, even
It sounded like she literally cracked open a high noon. I'm not even kidding you. It sounded like, that's what it sounded like to me.
though they ended on, like, not great terms, like, they still were, like, mutual, like, talked a lot about different things. So she couldn't believe me. She didn't believe me. So she reached out to Hannah, who then accused me, calling me a liar. She told Alex how great of a mom she is, how great of a person she is, and that she would never do that. And Alex had fake offered her kind of her job back. And
I
she
said, miss you, girl. Yeah, I don't know how it's going, my new girl. Can I chit chat with you?
So you're trying to... That's crazy. She's like, I was trying to get her to admit things, and so I was kind of offering her job back. The new girl's not really working out. That's deceit. You're deceiving Hannah. That's gross.
Immediately didn't answer any of my calls. After that, answered immediately.
Yeah, so she answered immediately and is basically calling me a liar, saying she would never say anything bad about Alex, never say anything bad about Noah.
Well, things change.
Basically, yeah, just wanted her job back, and then Alex did not reach out back out
No, she didn't.
to her about the job. And
Because she was being deceitful.
it's been about, well, like,
You just admitted that you're a liar, and then Alex was lying too. And you want us to believe everything, though. You're willing to lie so many times and be deceitful to people, but yet you want us to believe everything you're saying here. Got it.
2-3 weeks maybe, and this is the next time we're hearing from her. She accused me.
Again, it seriously sounds like she just cracked a White Claw or something.
She accused me of being a liar and all these things. Come to find out, she's just lying to absolutely
Come to find you.
everybody. Even
I'm
then,
gonna put
shame
that
on you, Hannah. Because if any of this stuff was actually accurate or
He just falls off the chair.
even semi-true, and you continued caring for them while it was all going on, you're a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. No, so you're saying she should have called CPS. How do you know she didn't? And then she admitted to you that she did, in fact, call CPS. You admitted it in the conversation that Hannah said she did. And so now you're saying you're sitting here calling her a piece of shit, even though she admitted she did it. You're an idiot.
Sooner. But guess what? It's not going on, and that's why you didn't call until you lost your job and your source of income.
And you just admitted it right there that she did.
And I honestly feel really bad for this dad podcast guy that he's
That's really threatening. 5 foot eyelashes. Why are you being all threatening to me? Stop threatening me.
trying to actually genuinely help people out there that are exposing things or are doing bad things. She's not one of them.
She's not a child exploiter? You're an idiot. You're way out of your depth here, lassie. Don't be a stupid idiot.
She's not one
You're
of them.
dumb.
She's a single disabled mom,
Okay? Who exploits her child on the internet?
obviously with a baby daddy who does have BPD. He does have some type of mental issues, and they're just
Some type of beat. Stop. I guess.
trying to get by in life. Just trying to get by. They're doing the
Okay, pilot.
absolute best that they can, day by day. They have all the support system they could possibly need in the world. And people continue to tear them down over things that they don't really understand.
You don't understand. Okay. Now we go to her wheelchair Rapunzel stories. Here we go. So that, obviously I could rebut everything they said there. There is a receipt. There is a question about, like, you know, saying something in a text message says, yeah, I'll sign that. I'll keep your confidentiality. And she doesn't, but I can't really blame Hannah for wanting to whistleblow after what she saw, because she left that place. And again, we talked about it in my podcast. She went back and forth for like a week, even with me, saying, I don't know if I could do this. She talked to a lot of people in her life. She didn't want to do it initially. And then she started realizing as Alex was throwing her under the bus and saying all these lies, she's like, I have to, I have no choice. Alex forced Hannah's hand to do this. Hannah didn't want to do it, and she wasn't going to until everything changed. Okay? So Alex did this, and she says the same stuff here.
And have a 1-year-old that crawls the floors.
Step 1 is to find a super white towel that you use when you take a shower.
Look how much dirt is coming off that. You think that thing gets cleaned daily? I don't believe you. Plus, that towel just probably gets left on the floor with a knife in it.
Then you add soap onto it and wet it and put it on the floor. Pull over that shit a ton of times. Hey
I don't believe you. Also, okay, just get a different wheelchair.
guys, so as most of you are aware, there's a ton of internet beef and drama going on right now. I tried to make a YouTube video addressing it all yesterday,
and got ratioed, because look at this ratio, by the way. 12,000 views, 400 downvotes for 100 upvotes. So that's a ratio. And if you look at the comments, the other woman is apparently a pilot. Adult time at child's birthday party. You're nuts. No one is buying this. Hello. Selena can't speak on Hannah's appearance because she wasn't there. You're playing this girl and paying her to be you little pit bull. Why are you laughing, smiling like that? So gross of you. Why is she speaking and not you? So much extra did she pay you to partake in this with her? So blatantly obvious. This whole video is laughable. Probably too drunk to speak for yourself. If Selena wasn't there, why is she doing the majority of the talking? Also, this seems highly inappropriate to ask your employee to defend you online. This is the worst addressing XY videos I've ever seen. Delete this before you get dragged even more. But all we're hearing from the caregivers, I was told she wasn't there. Selena, you can't speak about what happened with Hannah. Your eyelashes are too long and you look silly. Sorry, I put that in. Anyway, there's literally... You're defending a lot of things that weren't even brought up. No one is buying even 1% of this. You knew caregivers either knew or being paid extra for this video. Alex, your laughing and facial expressions in the video clearly says you're being deceitful and narcissistic and has been confirmed. Disgusting. Praying DCFS will be back and they will take RD to a safe environment. Like, these are the top comments. Just because you hired someone to watch over your child, that does not mean you're free of responsibility. Because she's like, I'm a disabled mom. But as soon as a caretaker comes in, what, you're no longer a mom anymore? That's a really good point. So Alex is shucking all responsibility, even though Alex is the mom too. Like, Alex was there too when the kid choked on confetti, but is not to blame at all, right? You notice that. Anyway, there's no good comments. She's getting hammered in the comments, like just destroyed.
obviously I've been going through a lot with all this hate, and so Selena...
It's not hate. Stop saying it's hate. People are concerned. It's not hate. I don't hate you. I honestly think that if you didn't exploit your child and you didn't do porn on the internet and all those other crazy things, you probably do have good intentions or started out with good intentions. I don't think that you're the worst person on earth. I think you could do a lot better though. But no one's hating on you. Okay? Especially not Hannah. So stop calling it that. Because it's overused like everything people are saying, all the phobes and everything, Nazi and everything. It's all overused. It doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Was like, hey, like, if you want, I can, like, help you come up with, like, an outline, so it's, like, you're, like, not speaking out of emotion, we're just, like, speaking facts, and I was so just, like, mentally distraught, and I still am, just about all this.
Did she look mentally distraught in that video? She's laughing and smiling, and it looked like, again, wheeled off the frame to crack something in the background. She was not distraught. She was laughing half the time.
That's feeling down. And that's why she was, like, doing the majority of the talking for me. And
you admitted in that video you're deceitful. And so everything you say from this point forward, we can't believe you. And admitting that in the video, being deceitful, in a court of law, if you ever got this, and it won't ever get there. Anyway, Hannah's pretty safe for that because she's not going to spend $100,000 on a lawyer to take what from somebody that she knows is financially struggling. What are you going to take from her? What are you going to get? I owe you $100 million. What are you going to do? And it's never going to get there anyway because the burden of proof is going to be so insane and you're never going to get there. Also, you admit that you're a liar and a deceiver. So there you go.
I just wanted to address it like ASAP because it's out there right now. But yeah, apparently my
wearing a shirt.
Caregiver exposed a lot of personal details about my life because she's pissed that I fired her.
I don't get this thing. A lot of people, I did my video about being fired as a pastor and I recorded the conversation and people were like, you're just mad. Yep. What? Okay. Are we not allowed to be mad or something? That when we're unjustly fired in our opinions? Is that, I don't understand your logic. You're just mad. Okay. Yep. I am mad. Yep.
Yeah.
You should be mad at injustice.
He did not sign an NDA, so I typically require everyone signs an NDA before they start working for me. And obviously,
it's like she's reading the same notes that they were reading the other day.
Guys, not all the shit that was going on in my life. It was a lot. So I really needed a caregiver. I needed to like get some shit in order. And I did not have her sign the NDA. It just slipped through the cracks. I never had like emailed it to her, whatever. However,
how do you not email something to somebody? You're on your phone 24 hours a day. If it's just a matter of attaching and emailing, because you've had other people sign them apparently. No, sorry. You can't blame your disability on that. Because you are quite capable of putting content online, of doing emails, of doing deals, brand deals. You're quite capable.
Saying it's like a verbal NDA agreement type thing. Not only that, I have in writing where she agreed to keep my life confidential. And that can be legally binding in
Well, legally bind it then. Let's see how it goes.
A court of law. So today my project is to contact a few lawyers and
a few, eh?
see about that, because I can't believe
Again, why you have an alien on your finger?
Someone that claims to be a caregiver would go online and do that. But
she shows this again.
So a lot of the stuff she said was either her like straight up lying or kind of like fabricating,
Fabricating would be lying. So what is it? So everything she said is a lie, or everything she said is not? Fabricating what? The truth?
Stuff and like making it more
fabricating is lying.
Dramatized. So obviously it's all out there.
Like what?
Whatever. I don't have anything to hide. Like DCFS
If you have nothing to hide, why are you so worried she's saying things?
has been here so many fucking times. They know we're good parents, and
then why do they keep coming?
There's never even been mention of Ari getting taken out of the house or anything like that. So when she said,
I don't think you realize this. That's not what I want. I don't know if I can't speak for Hannah, but I think some people do say that she would be safer outside of the house. But I don't think like I want Ari to be taken away and put in stranger's care. But like maybe Noah's parents, and then like you just, you visit, or they, whatever. Like I don't think that people want to see you like destroyed. Like I don't think so. Maybe some do. You've heard a lot of people, but I don't like. I think that she just thinks everybody wants to see her completely fail. But if you just were a better person, maybe you wouldn't have to worry about that. I guess I don't know.
I put out your cups in the morning. Yes. Any previous caregivers that I've ever had know. I have like coffee, a smoothie, a Gatorade, a water typically. And when she said, and a high noon, that's a fucking lie.
I don't believe you. You're high now. Or noon. You're noon and high. Drink. You're drunk.
Straight up lie. Like, I've never had her in the morning say, hey, Hannah, could you actually put me a high noon with my morning smoothie? Oh, yeah.
No, she didn't say you put it in a morning smoothie. She said she had you pour. She said you had her pour a high noon as well as the other drinks. And it might not have been 9, could have been 10, 11, could have been near noon. Whatever. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
They went into this whole segment about me peeing on her in the restaurant. So, as you guys know...
Don't forget that the whole scenario was set up this way. Hannah was like at her other job. She texted Hannah and said, can you come here now? Sort of like an emergency, not take care of Ari, but so that I can go piss. Literally what happened. She had to drive from wherever she was to your place where you were drunk in a restaurant, and then you pissed on her. Don't forget that. Set that up properly, please.
I've been struggling with chronic UTIs, and that day, obviously, me and my mom had like gotten into a little tiff. I was like, hey, can you come help me? Like,
hey, can you make this? She's making it sound like it's just, hey, it isn't bad. You're already nearby, right? No, she just makes it sound. Whenever she's like saying something that actually has so much more context and will make it sound proper, she like, oh, hey, can you come hit me? She makes it sound like it was just nothing.
I just want to be at the house right now, like, already sleeping. I had to pee, and so she went to help me with the bath.
Why are you out drinking at a place when you have no caretaker to help you go take a leak? That's irresponsible. Again, why don't you just get a diaper and wear a diaper when you go out partying, or have it catheter installed or something? I don't know.
room, and like I had to pee really, really bad. And the way that she lifted me, she did it kind of slow because she wasn't the best at lifts. And yeah, like I did like accidentally pee on her. I was like, oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry. Like,
I don't think Hannah would have been so sussed out if you weren't just super hammered out of your tree. I think she'd have been fine if it was just a normal accident. Oh, I'm sorry. You were drunk at a restaurant and she had to be called there to go get pissed on. So can you blame her for being upset about that? Because you were being irresponsible. And she had to pay the price for your irresponsibilityness. Okay? And your IBS or whatever it is. IRS taxes. You know what I'm saying? She had to be responsible for you while you're out being irresponsible. I mean, that would piss me off too. She's got a life.
I have UTIs and I have to pee really bad. It's like really hard for me to like hold it right now, and I apologize. Like ever since my pregnancy, I've had that issue.
And so that's just more reason that you should probably not just have a tuna towel. Okay? Maybe have like a tuna diaper.
So the fact that she's like telling the, and then also addressing in the video, she said she was scared of Noah.
Yeah. Why are you laughing at that? So someone is scared and you're just laughing at it? The guy punched a hole in the wall. And I've been talking to him. He's quite violent, and he is quite... I'm not scared of him because, like, he's a twig. But, again, he is, in the way his demeanor is, like, I do not blame Hannah for being scared of him. Okay? Because he's not a normal person. He's crazy. This makes you look really bad, by the way, when you're like, oh, let me lick my lips and laugh about it.
If you guys were
You can't diminish someone's fear of somebody.
in my house and you saw what went on, there was one day I asked her to help me hang something up in my room because I'm just moving. I wanted to make my room look cute. Mm-hmm. And she's on this step stool. She's tall as shit, too. She's tall, very tall. And she said, oh my god, Noah, can you come and lift me so I can reach this? Like,
Yeah, I'm sure she said it, and just like that.
essentially flirting with him.
Or maybe she just was laughing, hey, no, can you lift me? Haha. But the way she says it's probably different, right? Again, are you going to believe anything this woman says? The way that she does it, the way she diminishes everybody? I can't believe a word she says. Now, I wouldn't have such a problem if she wasn't like this, but I don't believe anything she's saying.
And she had done that multiple times, and she's like, don't worry, Alex, I'm not looking at your man. And I'm like, we're not together, but this is a very odd comment to make.
Hannah commented on that. So she said, a friend texted me and said she posted something on her story saying I was flirting with Noah, just a joke. He's the last person on the planet I would ever flirt with. He's disgusting and I'm not attracted to criminals. Like, I agree. Have you seen this guy? Right? He's one molecule away from serial killer. And the way that she just diminishes is kind of gross, right? You can't believe her because she's not taking it seriously, and she's just like, Noah.
Yeah, I have more things that she's said that were very odd.
Okay.
So there was a whole other thing about the birthday party. So Ari's birthday party, I had hired her to come work it, take photos, watch Ari.
We showed you the receipt. I'm not going to show it to you again. We don't have to.
Basically, take photos and watch Ari. First of all, she took some photos. She didn't spend a lot of time with the photos.
How many photos can you take of people milling about in wheelchairs and stuff? Like, it's click, click, done. What do you want her to do? She's not a photographer. She's a caregiver.
The majority of the time, she was sitting down, eating, and mingling. So when the whole confetti incident happened, Ari was on the floor hanging out with her like little baby girlies, and there was little pieces of gold confetti because one of the balloons had like confetti in it, and we were blowing them up, and there was just some on the floor.
Again, when she keeps admitting this thing's so crazy. Yes, my child almost died, but it's not my fault. I'm just the mom.
And
you were all there.
And so Ari picked one up, put it in her mouth. I was like, right, like in the vicinity, like.
But it doesn't matter if you're in the vicinity, because what could you have done if she was choking and it was just you there? You couldn't have done anything.
Mingling with a friend or something like that, expecting Hannah to be watching her.
Don't lie. You're lying.
All of a sudden, I hear a
All of a sudden, not the sudden.
family friend like, oh my gosh. And then I turn around and I see Ari throwing up. I panic. But thank God that there were 2 moms at the... 4 moms.
6, 12, 48 moms. There's 48 moms there.
There were a lot of moms there. But this is like a veteran mom. And she was so sweet. I love her to death. She was honestly helping out with the majority of the party. She helped with the cleanup. She helped with watching Ari the whole time. While Hannah...
Because Hannah was under the impression that she was just supposed to escort guests, take some photos and videos, and then mingle and have a good time. As per your instructions.
Sat and ate and did essentially nothing. And my family
You're a liar. You just admitted she did things. Stop lying.
friends had come up to me during this party like, is she here as a guest or are you paying her? I was like, I'm paying her. And they're like, well, she really isn't doing anything. And she...
Well, that's because I texted her explicit instructions, and she's doing the thing I told her to do.
She isn't even watching Ari. So, because Hannah wasn't watching Ari like she was supposed to, she was sitting eating, talking to my friends. That's how Ari...
Does the pilot only wear bodysuits? I guess it's comfortable.
choked down that...
I wear that same thing when I clean.
Right. So, this family friend was the one that picked up Ari. She's like, been a mom for years and years and years, and was like, picked her up. We like...
Anyway, I don't care.
And then, when she had left the party, I was there with some of my friends, family friends, and they were like, girl, you need to, let her go.
Yeah, I totally believe that your friends are probably cool people. You think this woman surrounds herself with cool people? No.
And I was like, I know. I've been trying to give her multiple chances. I've been, trying to text her, giving her some criticisms that she could work on and try to make this work out.
Stop texting people criticism. She's literally there every day. Sit her down like a professional. You're her boss. Have a conversation with her. Put it in writing. Do things properly. Don't be like, hey, girl, on a text. Just be like, hey, let's sit down. I need to tell you some things. It's not going to work out unless you do this, this, and this. Be real with people. This is your care. It's important to you. It's how you live your life. Pussyfooting around ain't going to help at all. Pussy wheeling around. It's not going to help.
But it just wasn't. It really wasn't. And I'm the type of person that, I will literally let it go to, my last straw just because, I don't know. I guess you guys think I'm a piece of shit, but I'm not in real life, if you actually...
Yeah, I don't believe you. Oh, there she is. There she is. She's full of beans. She's full of beans. Pretty bean. That's a good girl. She's full of beans, so she's going to run around. She's taking Gus's bone. Hey, be nice. Be nice. But this is Gus's spot. He's like, this is my zone. I like to sleep here. Hey. Does she want the bone? You take the bone there. There you go. Alright. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Alright, I don't know what I was saying.
You know me, I'm a genuine, person, and I knew she really needed a job. And I know she was pretty nice from the beginning.
So if you're a genuinely nice person, then have a genuinely nice conversation with somebody about the care that you need.
But at the end of the day, I need her to be, working and doing the job. And apparently she was, talking crap about me at my...
Why don't you say what she was saying, then? Because you keep just saying talking crap. Like what? What was she saying?
Daughter's birthday party to my friends, and they had told me that. Not only that, what else is telling that she decided to go on this podcast is she was working a second job for this woman named Angela.
I'm not gonna let her give away personal information on my show. Not gonna happen.
I had sent a YouTube video with Selena. I was like, you know what? I'll have Noah help me put on my clothes, even though that's what I hired her to do. Is do my hair and help out with Ari here and
Do
there.
your hair.
But she was pretty bad at everything that I needed as far as caregiving goes. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just give her a chance with Ari. So, Noah would...
She can't take care of me. Let her take care of the kid. That should go over well. Are you serious right now?
helped me out, and then we kind of like put Ari in her care when we were in the house, and she couldn't change her diaper. She couldn't change her clothes.
What?
She's like, oh, she's too squirmy. I'm like, all right, well, like, you just have to, like, you know, kind of work with her, go with her flow, and just, like...
I'm asking Hannah this.
Plop the shirt over her head. And she couldn't do it, so I would have to have Noah, like, step in and be like, hey...
So I just asked her.
Hannah?
All Alex did in her video was digging me, saying I couldn't do the job. The only problem I had was I couldn't do multiple tasks at once at the same time because of my ADHD. So she was capable of doing it. She's just lying.
And I was very, very patient with her. I am not mean like that. I never yelled at her, ever.
She didn't say you did.
Yeah, when I...
Your mom did, though.
Hired her on, I told her, I'll start you at $20 an hour.
Not talking about this.
So, and then we get into, there was a lot of shit about my dog, Bubba. So,
don't care.
On top of that, when she is not here, she would leave at like 1, and then she would stay until 3 for a little bit. Whenever I leave this house, I take Bubba with me. Almost everywhere I go, restaurants, this, that, he goes with me.
I think we would see that considering you film yourself at all the restaurants. So, no?
I don't have him on a leash because he just follows me. And it's easy, it's more...
You take your dog out without a leash, just out and about the town? And if he runs away, what are you going to do?
More accessible for me. I know people are going to come at me for that. Oh, you need to have your dog on a leash.
Yeah, they should come at you for that. You shouldn't go out around with your dog on a leash. You can't get him if he runs away. Gets hit by a car or something. Are you serious? Oh, people are going to come at me. Yeah, they should come at you for that.
He follows me everywhere. I take him out to eat. I take him to the dog park. I take him everywhere.
No, you don't. And your caregiver admitted that too.
But yes, did he miss being at Noah's parents with the other...
Lies.
Oh yeah. Also, she said in the video that she offered to take my dog.
Don't care.
Hey guys, so I was taking a brief intermission. I was just getting ready.
For what? Cheer squad? See? This is what I'm saying. She puts herself together nicely, but can't put pants on?
So I also wanted to mention that in this video, Hannah and the Dad Challenge podcast, whatever, talked about my hand and like my ability, and they were talking about this hand and how it's like they didn't know how to just say like atrophied. I have spinal muscular atrophy. They were like, yeah, she said it's just very...
Not they. Hannah.
Very just like doesn't...
And that's not throwing Hannah under the bus. It was just commenting that this woman doesn't take care of herself.
But they were talking about this hand, and she was talking about, oh, it smells like cheese. And I don't know why she felt the need to say that, but anyone that knows that has atrophied anything, if you're not opening up the hand or a different like part of the body regularly, it's not getting air, and it's sweating all day, especially when you live in Florida, it's going to create yeast. And that is why it needs to be cleaned properly every day.
And are you saying that you cannot clean your own hand with your other good hand properly? Like you just have some wipes, maybe some stuff. She keeps saying that she's so capable of so many things, but you can't. Like again, she's just making excuses for cheese hands.
And Hannah did not know how to help me do that properly. Okay. So the more you know. Now you guys know that my atrophied hand, if not cleaned properly, will smell like, in Hannah's opinion, cheese.
Look, I'm gonna give it to her here. She's lighthearted about that, and I honestly believe that that's in her favor. She's just laughing about it, and she's saying this is a part of this. Like this is the stuff that I'm like when they do something like this. This is the stuff that really matters. You're gonna talk about SMA and be a voice for the SMA community and everything else. That's a video that's kind of funny, and it's like it's personable, and it's like this could happen if you don't do this, and like we're laughing. She's laughing at herself. We're all having a good time, right? It smells like cheese. I think that's very endearing of her to do it this way, and that's a good part of what she can do. She can expose this and talk about the life as is. She doesn't have to exploit her child. She doesn't have to be a gross person. She doesn't have to throw other people under the bus and be mean and talk about and film in bathrooms and do some crazy stuff. She doesn't have to do any of that stuff. Right? She could be an advocate without being the gross side of it. But that was, I'm going to give her credit for that. That was funny. It was good.
Yeah.
She's not embarrassed, and she's like, look, that's just the nature of what I have. That was good.
Some of you are in my comments asking if, obviously Hannah Leon, she was like essentially a home health aide and go into all my personal business, stuff like that, would be a HIPAA violation. And
people need to stop talking about HIPAA. Even I've been confused about HIPAA in the past. It's just stop saying HIPAA violations. It's never what you think it is.
And I never did have her sign like a contract or anything.
There you go. Now we're not talking about non-disclosure. We're talking about a contract.
But essentially that was what she was doing. So I'm definitely going to look into that today.
Good luck. Previous caregiver. You never had a high noon with me. Sorry you're getting so much hate for trying to live your life. I read that as tuna. Because tuna tell. Okay, we're just going to take your word for it. Okay, cool. Anyway. So there you go, everybody. The response from Wheelchair Rapunzel. I know it was a very, very, very long video, but it was important to cover all the topics because Hannah came on and gave a lot of information, huge information dump. Then they came on and did a huge dump of lies, not information. And so it was important for us to rebut all those things. So that's what we did here. So we did it. I have a little bit of like, after seeing the video, especially one with the cheese hands and just seeing a little bit of her personality shine through a little bit. Look, I don't want to see Alex canceled. I know some people do. I don't want her child taken away. Okay, because if she can get the proper care that she needs and can live that life in a balanced area without dangers of people like Noah in her life and having to rely on douchebags like Noah, then that's good. Okay, I know that the reality of her life is that she's going to have care the rest of her life. That's just the way it is. That's the cards that she's dealt, and she can do it. And then she can positively show the world how that's done without doing all the extra crap. Okay, she just needs to do better. And for Ari's sake, that's the thing. For Ari's sake, she needs to do better. And she's not. She doesn't want to take responsibility for anything, except for the cheese hand, which is weird. Okay? Like, take a little responsibility, show people that you have a little humility here. Yeah, maybe you've done some crappy things in the past. You want to do better. Do better for your child that we know you love. Even Hannah admitted that. She loves Ari. I don't dispute that. Okay? But let's be real. If you're not getting proper caregivers in your home, you're not doing Ari a service either. If you just get pulling people off care.com or Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and all that kind of stuff, or fans that knew you online, you're not doing Ari a favor. If you get the proper care that you need, it's going to be expensive and it's going to be professional and it's going to be done properly. Okay? Paying people cash on the side, that's not going to help. You're not doing anything properly. Do things better. Please, for the sake of your child that you seem to love. Get rid of Noah. He's a net negative at all times. Yeah, he might help you out, but that just means you just got to get proper care later. You can course correct right now. Stop exploiting your child. Stop getting out partying all the time like you like. Because her thing is like SMA can also be sex workers and party all the time. Is that really what you want to represent the SMA called? Because most of them who reach out to me, they're like, that's not what we do. We don't do that. SMA, you can be responsible with the content you create. You can be an influencer in a space and be a good person. And you can show it to us. You still have redemption. There could still be something good that comes out of this if you just wake up and listen to people. That's all it's for the sake of your child. Please do it. Please stop exploiting her. She deserves better. Okay? Guys, thanks for being here. Take a huge breath. Important videos. Absolutely, these are important videos because we talk about this a lot. And it just goes to show that exploiters come in all shapes and sizes and disabilities and everything else. And when you use your child to put yourself ahead, it's just, you're irresponsible and in my opinion, just it's abusive. And you gotta stop doing it. Okay? Just be better. That's all I'm saying. Stop watching this content, dude. It's just not good for you. Okay, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Someone has a huge crush on you. It's just, summer's coming. Who's excited? Watch it snow tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for being here. I will see you when I see you.